Overall, nice guy. I ain't throwing no shit. Oh, I should have did a disclaimer. Listen, if you know about this story and you know me, I don't have no problem talking about none of my stories that I have talking about. If you know the people, I don't have no problem because this is dead my truth. This is dead what happened. You feel what I'm saying? But I will say, if I am come at wrong, if I am asked wrong, if the delivery of your question is not healthy, I'm gonna be on 10.
Act up, you can get smacked up. Act up, you can get smacked up. Act up, you can get smacked up.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into my channel. This is Chit Chat with Brit. I am Brit, and of course we're gonna chat. Guys, if you are new to my channel, I just want to say thank you for coming. You could have clicked anywhere, but you decided to click here. If you didn't do so already, I need y'all to subscribe and I need y'all to hit that bell. I never really talk about the bell, but the bell is important. So guys, if you guys could hit the bell so that every time I upload, you can know the story time about the time that I dated Casper, y'all. I dated Casper the friendly ghost. The younger generation, y'all might not know of Casper, and I might be telling my age with this, but I dated Casper. All in all, to say that I was ghosted, guys. Now, if you guys do not know what ghosted means, ghosted is when you are dating someone and then it just disappear off the face of the earth. And it's crazy because back in the day, I'm not gonna lie, I used to definitely do that. So I had to like bite the bullet with this one because it is what it is, whatever. So anyway, I was dating this guy for a couple of years, like 2 years, or it was a little minute. And I'm not gonna lie, this was probably like my most serious straightforward relationship. Before this relationship, I'm one of them, listen, I ain't playing with you, I'm not playing with you, I'll fall back in a minute. If this ain't a real situation, don't expect nothing, whatever the case may be. So I'm not gonna lie, I was in love at this point because, like I said, I never really experienced that or whatever. So I was just like, okay, you know, caught me by surprise. Background the situation, this was my childhood's best friend brother. And it's so funny because even though we were the same age, my childhood best friend at the time, she was like older than me. And it just was funny because it was like, bro, we're the same age and you see him acting like I'm younger than you, but we were the same age. And it was funny. So it kind of took a while. Like I said, I never really seen him in that light before we started dating. I just seen him as my best friend's brother, whatever. I never really seen him as anything else. So yeah, boom, cut, boom. So we started dating or whatever, and it got serious. Overall, nice guy. I ain't throwing no shit. Oh, I should have did a disclaimer. Listen, if you know about this story and you know me, I don't have no problem talking about none of my stories that I have talking about. If you know the people, I don't have no problem because this is dead my truth. This is dead what happened. You feel what I'm saying? But I will say, if I am come at wrong, if I am asked wrong, if the delivery of your question is not healthy, I'm gonna be on 10. I'm just saying, I gave y'all fair warning. It is what it is. Like I said, this is my truth and this is what happened. I ain't got no reason to lie. And like I said before this story time, not that I had to ask for permission, but I definitely put her on, like, bro, I'm gonna tell my story. Like, eventually it's gonna be something I'm gonna be said, because there's people who get ghosted every damn day. And like I said, I was probably one of the people who used to be ghosted, but like I said, that was back in the day when I was young and just whatever, like, I'm just gonna fall off the face of the earth, change number, I'm just gonna fall off the face of the earth, not answer the call. So I definitely get it, and it is what it is. It's just how it all went down. It still worked out in my favor, you know, flips here, but the fuck, I was dating Casper. Okay, so like I said, we were dating for some time, and I was in school, and towards the ending of the relationship, I don't know, I feel like it probably had to do with the fact that like we were always around each other, we were always seeing each other. There was really no room to like breathe, and so like we were clashing, beefing, arguing, like to the point where it was just like, bro, I don't know if I could do this anymore. Like mentally, it just took me to another level. And if I felt like that, I don't know if Sir felt like that, whatever the case may be. So boom. So this particular last argument that we had, right, I'm just gonna cut to the shit because it don't make sense of going down the hole, whatever. This particular last argument that we had, we weren't talking for a couple days, and that's not normally us. Like, it would go like a couple days and then somebody popping up, or like a couple days and then we just wind up start talking, or just put everything to a side, or whatever the case may be. But this particular time, it went on for like a week, and it kind of like threw me off guard. Like, oh my god, I was having a fish fry coming up, right? We were having a fish fry, and in my head I'm like, alright, busted. But the fish fry, I know he's gonna come, when he comes, I'm gonna make it right. Like, I'm gonna be the bigger person. Like I said, I don't even remember what we were beefing about, but I'm gonna be the bigger person, and I'm just gonna make sure that it's good, because this is going on a week. This is not us. You know, I have my best friend, like, call him and make sure he gonna come, because you don't gotta talk to me, but I know he was gonna answer her call, whatever case it be, because her beef didn't have nothing to do with him, and they were cool. They were like really, really cool, knick-knack, paddywhacks. So I'm like, call him and make sure he gonna come to the fish fry, whatever. Like, I ain't talking to him, so I ain't calling him, whatever. Like, young shit. So she calls him, whatever case may be, and basically, long story short, yeah, he wound up saying like, yeah, I'm gonna come through, whatever case may be. So I'm like, alright, but as long as he gonna come, I'm gonna make sure everything is good. I'm gonna be the bigger person. Boom, boom, boom. Now we're the day of the fish fry, right? Day of the fish fry, we're here, and time is ticking. Homie never comes. He never comes to the fish fry. Like I said, he know I didn't play that. So I was extra confused, like, oh, he really didn't come after he said he was gonna come. So at this time, my best friend goes, she's doing a liquor store run. Like, everything is going on now, whatever. I don't know if this is right before the party. She goes to the liquor store. I'm doing something else, part of the fish fry, whatever the case may be. Like, you know, we all had jobs or whatever. So her job or whatever, she was going to the liquor store to get whatever the case may be. I was at the house doing party's going on, but this is like fairly in the beginning of the party, because it'd be like towards the middle-ish or whatever. So she calls him or whatever, like, hey, taking the story, we're gonna say his name is Brian. Hey Brian, you still coming to the thing? Like, I'm gonna say brother, because she calls him brother, whatever. So, brother, you still coming to the thing? Boom, boom, boom. She calls his phone, but he never answered the phone, whatever. So I think at this time he was living somewhere not that far. Like, if I wanted to walk, I could have walked, but calling a cab or Uber was probably gonna be better. His neighbor winds up calling my best friend back, or maybe answers his phone. I can't remember. It's a little cloudy there. But the neighbor winds up calling her back and telling her that, hey, this is our neighbor, and I'm calling because Brian got locked up, whatever case may be. So she's doing her liquor run or whatever case may be, whatever. So this is some time. She comes back, we're back at the thing, at the fish fry or whatever. Fish fry is going now. I'm doing my job, doing the stuff. I think I was like making the plates. I'm making a place or whatever case. So something clicked. I had a little downtime. I run over to where she's at the bar, and I'm like, oh, bro, did you ever call Brian and find out what's up? Because the time is ticking and he's still in coma or whatever. So she's like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you. I called Brian and the neighbor answered, or the neighbor called me back. One of those, I can't remember. But the neighbor wound up telling me that Brian got locked up. Pause the story, y'all. Brian is not that type. Brian is a good guy. Like, not saying that whoever gets locked up is not a good guy. I'm not saying that. But he never is in anything to be getting locked up. Like, he's not the type to be like out in the street and could have possibly been doing something to get locked up. No, like, so this is like, wait, what? So now I'm upset with her, like, bro, how do you forget to tell me that? Like, that is a big thing or whatever. Like, what do you mean he's locked up? Did he give you anything else or say anything else to what that? Now, mind you, this is the neighbor, but like the neighbor and him are always like playing games, the little, I don't know, PlayStation, Xbox, I don't know. But they're always like playing games, or they're always with each other. They're always like, you know, playing whatever the case may be. So I'm like, did he give you any more information? She's like, no, whatever. So now me, I don't have Sir's number. Like, how I'm gonna get in contact without, you know what I'm saying? So at this time, I had just got a new phone. Like, so this is months ago now, right? Brian had wound up reaching out to Sir on my phone. I don't know why, but in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I don't have Brian's number. Like, how I'm gonna get in contact with Brian? Because at this point, after she told me that Sir's locked up, I'm blowing up Sir's phone. Like, what do you mean? Because if Brian answered the phone the first time, hopefully Brian will answer the phone again when I'm calling or whatever the case may be. So I'm calling whatever. I don't want to confuse you. I had two best friends growing up, right? Both of them have brothers. Their brothers were best friends, if that makes sense. I was the only one without a brother, so nobody was best friends with my little brother because I ain't have one. So they were best friends. So I had my other best friend number to call her to figure out, boom, boom, call him. But then I remembered that I had the other best friend number, whatever. So basically, I'm calling Brian's phone. Brian's phone not answering. If Brian is locked up, I'm not expecting Brian to answer the phone. I'm expecting the neighbor to answer the phone, because the neighbor's the one who told my best friend that he got locked up in the first place. Supposedly they were together when he had got locked up, or whatever the case may be. So now I'm sitting here trying to call Brian's phone. Nobody's answering Brian's phone. I'm like, okay, hurry up and try to call the best friend. The best friend is not answering me. I'm like, okay. Then I call my best friend to try to get in contact with her brother to be like, yo, this is what happened. Sir got locked up. I try to get in contact with him because I just want to make sure everything is good and okay. So I'm like, okay, listen, I'm trying to tell a story without getting tight, because if y'all hear the end of this story, y'all gonna be too the fuck through. Casper was about to get his ass whooped. I'm just saying, like, this is the mental that I was going through when all of this was happening. So I remember that I had the neighbor's number because of the time that Brian had used my phone to call him, which was crazy because one more conversation in my phone, then his number would have been deleted, because I keep my messages like forever, so all my messages still there, whatever case. But thank goodness it was still there. So now I'm calling the neighbor's phone, like calling his phone. So the neighbor finally answers. So he's like, hello. I'm like, hello, how you doing? This is Brittany. I was calling because my best friend had told me that she spoke to you and that you told her that Brian had got locked up. So, you know, this is his girl. Mind you, I met the neighbor all the time, whatever. What's going on, whatever case may be. So he's like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I had told her that Brian had got locked up. So I'm like, well, what happened? Like, were you with him? Like, how do you know that he got locked up? Did he call you or whatever? Because like, what happened? So I'm in panic mode. So he's like, yeah, he wound up calling me and told me that he had got locked up. So I'm like, he called you? In my head, I know the neighbor is cool, but Brian did not know the neighbor's number. Like, I don't even think of this yet, because I'm like, wait, he called you? So he's like, yeah, he called me to tell me that he had got locked up. And coincidentally, I had his phone because we were together when it happened. So he's telling me that they were together when it happened. Now pause the story, y'all. Yo, if you play games or PlayStation, I'm about to say Nintendo, I was about to tell my age. If you playing games, whatever case may be, whatever case you playing with somebody, whatever. Yeah, they was neighbors, but they was not neighbors until you know his number to call him, bro. So as I'm on the phone with him, I don't even peep that the shit sounds sus yet. In my head, how does he even know you? Like, I get y'all was friends, but y'all was not friends y'all just kind of came friends, bro. Y'all was not friends on some y'all know each other from way back when with the school. No. Or best friends to the fact that homie knew your number. So that sounded a little sus, but I'm still breezing with the conversation. So I'm like, okay, so now what did he get locked up for? So now he tells me that he got locked up for, I guess, marijuana, or having marijuana, or smoking marijuana. I don't know. Something about marijuana. I don't know what it was, or whatever case may be. So I'm extra stuck now because I really am confused. Like, wait. What? The story don't make no sense, but the neighbor's not really giving me nothing, because he's like, just telling me that he got locked up, it was for marijuana or whatever case. So I'm asking him questions like, he was in the street, like, what did he tell you, bro? Like, and it's not coming out the way I wanted to hear it. So I hurry up and him, because clearly I can't get in touch with you. So then I asked him, like, what precinct is he at? Does he at least know that? Did he call him and tell him that? So he's like, nah, I don't even know the precinct that he at or whatever. I hang up with the phone there because they was getting me dead tight. Like, okay, so I hang up with him and I go and like, all right, now it's time to just call the sisters. And Tasha's like, what's going on, whatever. I said, nothing. Listen, I just got off the phone with Brian's neighbor, and Brian's neighbor told me that Brian had got locked up. I don't know where he got locked up at yet. I'm still gonna figure that out. I'm gonna try to figure that out. I'm gonna call you back with new information, but I didn't want to call y'all without knowing nothing, whatever. But I at least know that he's locked up somewhere, and I'm gonna find out, and then I'm gonna call you back or whatever case may be. So she's like in fake panic mode. I'm like, don't panic yet until I find out all the details, and then I got you. But at least I just wanted to put her on or whatever the case may be. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? Okay, your boyfriend's locked up. Where do you call? So I'm trying to call precincts, right? I call the precinct closer to me. I call the precinct closer because like where he lives is kind of like, we probably don't even have the same precinct, but I wasn't sure. I called the precinct close to me. I called the precinct close to him. I call all the precincts, like in the vicinity. I think it's like 3 if I'm not mistaken. So I'll call them or whatever case may be. None of them have records. So one of them winds up giving me, which the first one should have did, but one of them giving me the number to Central Bookings, right? So I finally call Central Bookings and I explain, hello, I'm looking for blah blah, my boyfriend. I was told that he got locked up and I just wanted to know where. I wanted to make sure everything was okay, and how do I go about making sure everything is good. So the woman is talking to me, right? The woman hears the concern in my voice or whatever case may be, and the woman is like, okay, ma'am, we remind you that I gave her the first name, last name. I knew all that, okay? It wasn't even like, no, I didn't have the real information of it. I knew all the stuff I needed to see if a sir or a person was locked up. So I call her and whatever, and she's talking to me and she's like, okay, so young lady, I'm gonna be honest with you. She keeps it a buck. Listen, I get to stuff like this all the time. If whomever was locked up, they would be in the system. You said this happened at what time? I'm like, well, I asked him and he said that it happened around 3 o'clock. It's now 11:12, right? Because like I said, I found out during the fish fry, so I'm really trying to like buckle down or whatever the case may be. I get a quiet spot, whatever. So I'm like, it's like 11:12, whatever case may be, and I think I found out around like 7-ish, 8-ish, or whatever the case may be. But he's telling me that this happened at like 3, 4 o'clock or whatever the case may be. So she's like, listen, if he was locked up at that time, his name would definitely be in the system and processed by now, if whatever case may be. So I'm like, okay, so I'm like, so I'm still kind of stuck. So I'm like, okay, so he's not locked. She said, ma'am, he wouldn't be, he's not locked up. Like, if he was locked up, he would be in the system. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I'm gonna even do it. She even did a borough check to see if maybe it wasn't in this borough, maybe it was in Brooklyn or whatever the case, check, and the man wasn't in the system. That's what the lady straight up said. I'm not lying. So I'm like looking straight dumb. Like I told you, I was dead in panic mode. You know what I mean? I'm like feeling guilty because it's like we was beefing, and I'm sitting here mad about whatever, and look at this, who want to be there, and then he about to spend a whole weekend there. Like, this is crazy. I'm really scared. I'm nervous. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really in like, oh my God, like mode. So now when the lady break it down to me like, bitch, wake up, that man is not in jail, I feel stupid. So I was like, all right, ma'am, thank you so much. I'm sorry to have wasted your time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she like, no, I'm sorry that you wasted your time. I'm like, don't even worry about it. It is what it is. We gonna just move on after this. Just act like I ain't never called, whatever. Pick up my face from the floor, call it a day. While I'm calling his sister back, like, listen, bro, I spoke to whatever the case may be, sent you bookings, and she straight up told me that sir not even in jail. Sir's not in jail. I don't know what Sir's doing. I don't even know what game Sir is playing, but Sir's not in jail. So my bad for even waking you up, or my bad for even interrupting your fun, whatever the case may be, because he's not locked up. She straight up told me if he was in, he would have been in the system. I told her everything he said, and he's not. So my bad. And she was like, what? So I was like, I don't know. At this point, like I said, I'm just feeling stupid. Now I'm pissed the F off because I'm like, what? So I'm like, okay. Like I said, bite the bullet, call it a day, whatever case may be. So now everything is over. We finally clean up the fish fry, go back. You know, I can't even be my normal self now because I'm really like dead stuck. Like, first of all, who does that? Like, on some for real. Who does that? Okay, there's people, and around this time, there was a bunch of people like dying in jail. But certain stories like really mess with my head mentally, like, and sometimes I can't even sleep at night, and the connection has nothing to do with me, but if I read a story and maybe I read it too much into it, it really like takes hold of me. So like around this time, people were like dying in jail and like getting arrested and getting hurt by the police. So it just kind of took me back to that. And for you to play like that, I could not believe that this was a real thing. So like I went from like sad to like tight to like mad. You couldn't even understand the anger that I was feeling. Carry on with the story. So I'm like, okay, it's like 2, 3 o'clock, maybe for like 4 in the morning. Right, we all talking, we chatting, laughing about the fish fry, all the stuff that happened, whatever it is. But on my face, I'm here, but I'm not really there because, like I said, mentally, I'm really like messed up over this. So I'm like, nah, y'all, like something is really not sitting well with me in this story. Like, what you mean that you got locked up and then you didn't get locked up? Like, who lies about that? So my best friend straight up told me, like, yo, bro, so what we doing? What we doing? We pulling up? So I'm like, we pulling up. I'm a little thrown back. Like, what you mean we pulling up? Like, yo, we going to his house. I'm like, yo, bro, look at the time. Like, it's late as hell. What do you mean we going to his house? She was like, so what you want to do? Like, what do you want to do? Because it's basically, you ain't going to be good until you good to find out what's up. A little stuck because of the time. And like, my mom would have killed me if she knew I was pulling up to somebody's house to see whatever, knock on somebody, ring somebody's door, if whatever case may be. And now, like, where he lived, it wasn't like with family or whatever case may be. So then I'm like, what if they chopped him up and put him, you know my dramatic ass, what if they chopped him up, put him in the freezer and think we not gonna find out? We the family. Dude, this is not in his character. His character is to never do anything like this. Well, at least I thought. So I'm really not thinking nothing crazy. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we wound up pulling up. Mind you, is myself, my best friend. I got, what's it, both my best friends? One of my best friends, my cousin, we wound up all piling in the car and going over there, right? Because like I said, it wasn't too far from where we lived. So we wound up all piling up in the car and going over there, right? So So I'm like, okay. So we get there, whatever. So we have a little pep talk in the car. Mind you, while I'm going, I'm blowing up the phone. Because at this point, now I'm like, all right, nah, something is not right. So I'm blowing up the phone. That whole ride from my house to his house, blowing up the phone, y'all. Like, blowing it up, calling, back to back, calling the phone. Because, no, clearly now you're trying to play me. So now we going to see what's up. Oh, when I go ring the doorbell, to my surprise, everybody's up. Like the person who he lived with was up or whatever. Cause like I heard them talking outside the door. So I'm like, all right, here I am panicking, like maybe they sleep. Everybody up or whatever case may be. So I go and I ring the doorbell, whatever case may be. She comes to the door. Let's say her name is Marcy. So I'm like, she opened the door like, hey Brittany, what's going on or whatever. I say, hey Marcy, I'm sorry, I know it's late. I was actually looking for Brian. Is he home? So she's like, Brian, I believe so. Yeah, I think he's home. I'm gonna just say that back again because I don't think y'all heard what I said. So I'm like, hey Marcy, what's going on? Whatever. I'm sorry that it's so late. Is Brian home? I was looking for Brian and he wasn't answering his phone. Is he home? Mind you, I'm always over there, so she already know. So she's like, Brian, I think so. Yeah, he's home. Whatever case may be. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. She's like, you come in. So whatever. So I said, okay, whatever. So mind you, pause story. I had hurt my foot at the fish fry. I forgot what I did. I think I don't know. I hurt my foot like real bad. So come in, whatever. So I'm like, okay. So I come in or whatever case, and she's about to go downstairs in the basement or whatever. So I was like, no, I actually hurt my foot, and me walking downstairs right now ain't gonna work. This is how you know I'm not, first of all, this is how you know, okay, I'm just slow to turtle, bro, because once homie said that she was home, I should have hobbled my ass down the stairs so I could go down there so I could see for myself. But it's okay, because, okay, keep listening. So I'm like, all right, boom. So we finally go. She goes down the stairs, whatever case may be. So I hear her calling him, right? Brian. So I'm thinking like she's calling him to see if he's there, but I guess Brian was asleep. Okay, so she's like, Brian, whatever, like whatever case may be. So he wakes up like, mind you, I hear all this now. This is not no word of mouth or whatever case may be. I hear Brian wake up and I hear Brian, like, you know how you first wake up and you're like, hello, like what? Like what happened? So she's like, hey Brian, what's going on? Like, my bad to wake you up, but Brittany's upstairs. Brittany's waiting for you. So he's like, she's upstairs. I'm hearing this, y'all. She's upstairs. So he's like, what do you mean she's upstairs, whatever? She's like, she's upstairs. She wanted me to come get you, whatever case may be. Like, so now, what did I say her name was? Marcy is kind of like, now she's a little stuck. So she's like, he's like, oh, just tell her I'm not here. Tell her I'm not here. That's that ass what Brian said. What? So I said, I tapped his hair. I'm not sure. I'm listening at first or whatever case. And then when she said, tell her that I'm not here, I go, what do you mean tell her that you're not here? So I don't see Marcy now because Marcy went in the cut to go get him, whatever case may be, but I can hear what's going on. So Marcy's like, and like comes back to like where I am at the top of the stairs and is stuck. Like on some, damn, did I just get him in trouble? So I'm like, what do you mean tell her that she's not here, that you're, or whatever. What do you mean tell her that she's not here? I'm at the top of the stairs. I heard everything. So it got quiet. Like a pen could drop, a little tiny pin could drop on the floor and you would hear it. So I heard everything I needed to hear. Flips weave. It's not that serious after this. I'm out. Gone. So I get hobble my ass. Like I said, I hurt my foot. Hop out the house. Like I'm trying to like, because it's like a little step and like 2 steps when you go down. So I'm like hopping down to get down. So I start walking like, say no more, brother. It ain't that serious, brother. Later, whatever case may be. So I get out to my best friend. It's like, yo, what happened? Like, what happened? Because mind you, when it all first happened, she was like, yo, bro, you want me to come with you something like that? Just in case, like, everything is okay. Like, I don't want to just be Debo in this lady house, whatever case may be. We gonna hold it down, and I give you a tutu if something is real. I think one of them even came with me outside the house. Like, I went inside, one of them stayed outside, whatever case may be, just to be sure. So my best friend now get out the car, and she like, yo, B, what's good? Like, what happened? So I was like, she's like, what happened? So I'm like, bro, that nigga home. That nigga is home, bro. And she was like, fuck you, me. I'm sorry, I don't mean to curse. But she was like, what you mean? So I'm like, he home, bro. What? So she's like, what do you mean he's home? So I'm like, he's home. Like, he's home. he's dead home. So she was like, what you mean he's home? So I was like, bro, I don't even want to, yo, we not even gonna do this here. Like, we all pile back in the car, we go. I'm quiet. I'm blown away. Like I said, I've never had, mind you, this is not even a ghosting part, y'all. This is just the hibita over. I'm officially done with homeboy. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, alright. Was stuck as hell. When I got in the car, we started driving. I wound up texting Brian, like, after 2 years, this is what we doing. This is dead what we doing after 2 years, whatever the case may be. And then that's when Brian was blowing up my phone, trying to end, like, whatever the case may be. Like, oh, I was asleep, I did get locked up, or whatever the case may be. Like, dub. Dizzy dub. So whatever, we call that a night. Like, that whole night just blew mine out. Like, I didn't know, I got scared, I thought something happened, my dramatic ass thinking maybe you were hurt, whatever the case may be. Sir, you was good, sir, you was home. What? So, and who does that? So I'm like, alright, cool, whatever case. So the next day, now I wake up to mad missed calls, like mad missed calls. So it was Brian. Who the do you think blacking on my voicemail, whatever case may be? So I finally called back, like, what? Mind you, I'm ready to be on 10. Okay, I had the illest attitude ever in the world of life of time because I'm extra stuck. But little did I know, Brian felt a whole other way, y'all. Brian was tight, blacking on me. He started blacking on me, guys. He was like, oh, you sat here and how dare you call my family and tell them I was lying about getting locked up. I did get locked up. Yelling to the top of his little merry lungs that he did get locked up and that how dare I call his people to tell his people whatever because he did get locked up. He's not lying. That's nothing to lie about. Why would he lie about that? Blacking. So I'm like, cause you were lying. What do you mean? What do you mean? What would I have gotten out of lying? I would never have called people parents and people's sister to let them know such a thing, and that's a lie. I'm not playing on nobody police. I'm not playing with that. Who does that? So now I'm tight, but he's tight at me for letting them know that, because I guess maybe they got on him. I don't know, situation of case maybe, whatever. But once I realized that it was a false alarm, yes, I called to update them to let them know that you did not get locked up again. Nigga was dead lying. What are you talking about? So yeah, Sir was tight with me. Real tight. But I was tight with Sir, so it didn't even matter because, like I said, I was done in my head. Click, click, we done. So now after that, I was real cutthroat. Like, I didn't give no kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we should have a conversation, whatever. Because in my head, that shit was corny. That shit was whack. I was done. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I really didn't have no parts. So it was on some, I'm coming, like, all right, so maybe a day or two had passed. And I wound up sending a message like, listen, I am coming to get the rest of my stuff. I'm getting my stuff from wherever the case may be. And at first, Brian was dead. I'm trying to give him my stuff. Brian, if you watch this video, you was not trying to give him my stuff. And I did threaten to tell my mom if he did not give me my stuff, that once my mom get involved, I was hearing, no, what's up? So then he kind of was like, whatever, come get your stuff then. So let me, whatever. So I want to get my stuff. That day I called a cab from over there because it was a bunch of stuff. And I got all my stuff, even though I left some stuff. And I will never forget because my favorite robe was over there. It was a nice, cute satin, cute robe with flowers and cheetah flower. It was like cheetah and flowers. It was so cute. My favorite robe was going forever, y'all, after this. So I want to get myself calling a cab from there to home. And like I said, I was just really like sad. I was, I was mad. I wasn't even sad. I was mad. At this point, I'm mad. Real mad. Big mad. Like, still tight, whatever. So I get myself whatever leaving. Now, some time had passed, right? And you kind of mellowed down a little bit, whatever case, you still mad, but you ain't that mad, or whatever case may be. And then this is where the Casper situation happens. Some time had passed now, and like I said, I was in school at the time, so some time had passed now. I'm about to go back to school, we getting closer and closer, and Brian disappears, like nothing. Brian still ain't call me, whatever, we ain't talk or whatever, and so like now I'm about to go back to school, so that little bit of closure, you just want to have that closure, like, so we done, or like this is for real, like whatever. And how dare you act like you're not talking to me when you're the one who did what you did? You know what I'm saying? So I'm stuck. fuck? So I'm like, what? Oh my God. So I'm sad. You know, at this point now I'm starting to like, you know, I'm a little calmer now, but now it's starting to register like, oh wait, so we really not doing this? So you really not about to fight for this? Like, so this is what we doing? We giving this up for real? So at this point now, some time is going. I don't hear from Brian. So I'm like, whatever. At first it's not bothering me, whatever case may be. But then as you start settling, you know, every female wants to fake get that closure. And sometimes it's just not even worth it, whatever. I should just let it be, because maybe my heart wouldn't have been so wrapped the way it was. But yeah, and then it went from like me being mad to like I started getting sad, because I'm like, yo bro, you for real? Like now you playing my feelings? Like I don't even know if it was sad yet. I'm still tight now. I went from like mad to I don't care to now I'm mad again to wait, hold up. Time is going. It's the first time I ever in life got my heart broken. Like I said before, I never really like dated somebody to really let them get that close. So this really took a toll on me. So I really was like, I was heartbroken. Like I said, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, guys, because yo, I will be fine. Next you know, I'm crying. Like yo, I was just really jacked up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing for you to be whatever, but the fact that you really serious and moving, like if I did something to you and really like it wasn't even that serious for you to do what you did to me, like you know, I was sad. But like I said, it just took me a while to just get my life, because I never ever gave nobody no chance to get that close. And then the one time I do, look what happened. So yo, I was just really sad. I was heartbroken. Like I said, I cannot stress that enough. So now I'm back at school, whatever, you know, I'm just trying to get myself, I'm trying to get back to Brittany. Whenever you're going through a breakup, guys, after that, you need to focus on yourself. Get into the things that you like, because you've you've put in so much work into being with someone else that you kind of forget and lose touch within yourself. And after a breakup, just focus on yourself. Don't try to get back with like a bunch of people or to get over them, because that would never happen. Not saying that I did, but it's not the same. Like it's just not the same. And if you've ever been through this, you could probably relate and understand. But yeah, it really took a toll on me, y'all. Like oh my God. So gave myself time. I was good again. Like I was good. I started to, you know, get back, remember who Brittany was, wake up, flips weave with no hair. And I'm still flipping a weave, because at the end of the day, baby, they always come back. They always come back. They come back. They remember, they forget, and by then it just be too late. But whatever. So I'm like, oh my God. So like I said, I finally get my mojo back, whatever the case may be. Like I don't want to talk to nobody. Like I wasn't messing with nobody, whatever the case may be. I was not giving nobody no time, no day. Don't look at me. Don't try to talk to me. Don't be in nobody's DMs. I don't look at you. I don't look at the opposite sex. I don't want nothing to do with. I don't. Leave me alone. So that's really the mood that I was on, whatever case. Mind you, this whole time now I'm an RA in college. So that's a big thing. Like I'm an RA in college, I'm supposed to be excited, whatever. Like I said, once I finally put it aside, I get back my mojo of being extremely happy, just back to my normally bubbly self, forgetting. Like, how did you forget who you was, chick? Why would you stay here stressing, chick? Get it together, flip the weave. At that time I had hair, and yeah, so I just was like, so when I finally shook that off, all the sadness, whatever, I was back to my normal self. It felt great. I was alive again, guys. I was alive again. Boom. So now this is where the petty weddy comes from. So now I'm in school, right? And okay, so I never told my mom this, so if you see this, don't get sad. We wound up getting an account together, right? And this kind of worked out like when I was in school, because if I needed some whatever, and this, you don't ever be dependent on nothing. And I never really depended on him, but he did a lot while I was in school. Like, and that was just what he wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? And I respect it, you know what I'm saying? If you're dating someone, and if you giving whatever up, if you giving the stuff up, you know, it ain't free, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. My bad. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just a messenger. If you giving her stuff up, stuff ain't free. I'm just saying. So he took care of a lot of stuff, whatever case may be, and I respected it. Like I said, we were still young, so I feel like maybe it was a strain or whatever, but maybe that's probably the ending of why, whatever case, you went about it real corny, but it is what it is. And like I said, I was never dependent to be like, oh, I need you to, sir, can you please? No, it was something that you just did. You offered to do it, and then you did it. And like I said, I should have said no, because, and then towards whatever case, I did kind of let him know, like, listen, like, I feel like stuff is being a strain. I started peeping different things, and I was like, listen, you gotta make sure you taking care of you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're doing stuff on your own. I get it, you're still young, I'm still young, even though I'm in school, whatever the case may be, but you're still doing stuff on your own, so I don't want you taking on my burden. I did let him know, I don't want you taking on my burden, and then you can't handle your responsibilities of what you gotta do, because that should never be the case for nobody. I made sure to let him know that. So, like I said, maybe, I don't know, I still can't even understand, or maybe what's the reason of why this whatever came about, whatever case may be, but whatever. So I'm like, whatever. So we wound up having an account together, right? And he one day did something, like, to be very petty, and this like I said, the corniness came when you lied about being locked up. Okay, till this day, homie says that he was really locked up. So whatever the case may be, if he wasn't, maybe his brother was, his twin brother who looked exactly like him, who had the same social, same birthday, same life, same breath, same. Okay, but whatever the case may be, was locked up, whatever. So he went and made the account that we had together, that we shared together, and made it like some crazy $300 or maybe almost $400 negative, right? Now mind you, I'm in school, so yeah, I had like 3 jobs, but like that was enough to pay for my phone bill, my toiletries, or whatever case may be. Like, it was, I couldn't do much, and to have it 300, and you know, after a certain time, I had Bank of America at that time, so you know, after a certain amount of days, it just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they add more, they add more, they add more. So I really started stressing. I finally go into the bank. I talk to the people, this one lady, and me and her get real cool. She gives me her card, whatever. So she's helping me out with different options I could do. So now I'm panicking because, like, I don't want to tell my mom, because my mom is going to flip. What are you doing making an account with some man? I mean, with a boy. There's no reason. Y'all ain't married to be sharing nothing. Right hand don't have to know. Wait, right hand don't have to know what the left hand is doing. So what are you doing? No business sharing, whatever the case may be. So I was scared to tell my mom, like, Mom, I got an account with him, and he made a negative, and da-da-da-da, and now I have to pay it because I don't want to be next, you know, it's $50 million, and I don't have it to pay it. So I start panicking, whatever case may be. So, and this is what, when you living wrong or you do whatever, shit always come back. But like I said, I look at this whole story as like an eye-opener, bro, because long story short, one day I'm checking, mind you, every day I would check the account, checking maybe something happened. This one day I happened to check the account, right? And like I said, whenever he got paid, it would go into the shared account that we had. So he was in the process of switching jobs or something like that. He had just left one job and was going to another job, whatever case, when this whole ordeal thing happened. So he was in the middle of switching jobs or whatever case may be. And long story short, his last check from the old job had went to the account on some, this was like weeks that he had left that job, like weeks. So I don't know if it was backed up money that they owed him or whatever case may be, but I'm gonna tell you right here, the balance was negative like $340, right? Because at this point, I'm like, little bit I can take out from doing whatever. I was like trying to pay stuff for. So maybe it was like $400. Let's say it was like negative $400. So I whatever paid off, the balance remaining was $340 when I last checked the account. So now I'm like, oh God, I'm still stressing, whatever case. The lady's working with me, but there's nothing much she could really do, because if it's negative, the automatics are gonna come out. She can't really do nothing about that. So I'm like biting the bullet with that, whatever case may be. I'm like praying to God, please don't let this get out of hand. Like, I should have never did this. I should have been smarter, more responsible. What are you doing, Brittany? Okay, the last check from the last job winds up coming into the account, and this is why I said God was on my side for this one. Like, the last check, like I said, it's been weeks since he left that job. He's already working at a whole new job, which I'm pretty sure at this point, when he's ghosting me, he's already got a whole new account or whatever case and being doing whatever, moved on. But I'm sitting here still like, I don't care that you moved on, brother, but the fact that I'm sitting here trying to pull $1 out of somewhere I don't have, so I'm really stuck. So I'm like, oh my God. So that last check winds up coming into the account. Okay, so when his check comes in, it was exactly $300, bro. I never found that lady number so fast. I found the card. I hurried up, called her. Hello, Samantha. Yes, this is Brittany. I'm about to say my whole last name. This is Brittany, whatever. I'm calling because I don't know if you remember my situation. She's like, yes, I remember you. Everything is okay. I'm like, no, everything's not okay. Listen, I just checked the account. She already know the whole boyfriend thing, whatever case may be, and how he made it negative. I being petty. Now I gotta see him, whatever. So I explained. I said, listen, his last check came into the account. I want to know. We gotta do this quick. We gotta move real fast. I don't know. I want to know if you could please, can you transfer the last $40 into my savings into that account and close that account? oh my God, this is God. So she's like, all right, let's try to do it. So she's on the phone me. She hurry up, whatever the case may be. She's like, all right, whatever. Transferred the $40. Mind you, it was $340 left, and his check went in for $300. So it was only a negative $40 at this point. So she hurried up, transferred the $40 from my savings into my checking. We cleared the account. The account is good now. Close the account. It's done. Deuces, is done. So I just was praying to God, because who knew that was gonna happen? This man left that job 40 years ago, like long time now. It's been weeks since he left the job, already getting paid probably at his new job. So like, who knew that was even gonna happen? That was God on my side. Y'all don't even understand, oh my God. So I'm like, I'm thanking her, like, oh my God, thank you so much, whatever case may be. So we closed the account. I wound up opening a whole new account. All of this still, but I'm knowing nobody knows this besides like my best friend, who I'm sitting here stressing with, whatever. Long story with that. Then like, we always on the same phone bill or whatever the case may be, and homie jacks up the phone purposely. He started doing a whole bunch of like petty little shit. Mind you, how the you being petty and you violated me? How? I mean, I probably was wrong for having, the last thing I checked, and please God strike me if I'm lying, last thing I checked, we were beefing. Like I said, we were having little arguments, and that last argument, we wasn't talking for a little minute, and I don't even remember what we were arguing about. But I just know mentally, I couldn't take it no more. I was going crazy, so I kind of think it was time we needed kind of space. But that was the last thing I expected. Maybe some space. I didn't know that we was gonna lie that you got locked up. I didn't know that you was gonna purposely make my account negative. I didn't know that we was on the same phone bill, and then he like violated with the phone, didn't return the phone, or whatever case may be, stop paying the phone bill. Forget mine. Stop paying his phone bill. So now my best friend had to do all of this on her own. Shout out to my bestie. Oh my God, I love you so much, because I couldn't help, because I was in school. I didn't have no real job to be sitting here. You know, she had a job, whatever case may be. So she had to like really pull stuff out her ass to try to figure out what she was gonna do. And it was just so bad, because it wasn't even like it was her boyfriend. Her dad was my boyfriend. It just was bad. Like, oh my God, if I could to repay the stress that she had to endure. Mind you, I'm just like in school trying to stay afloat, keep my grades up, but all of this that was already on my head, and I felt bad because now it was on her bad. Like, forget whatever was happening with me, like to let my stress now go over onto the next person. She had to do what she had to do. She already got bills of her own, so now you saying trying to take care of my bills, his bill, mind you, my phone bill, his phone bill, like, man, it just was a lot. And for that, it's just some things you just can't come back from. And loyalty over royalty, you already know. Like, I'm just not with it. I wasn't with it. Like I said, years on the line, I forgive, because I had to be the one to move on. You feel what I'm saying? I had to deal with the heartbreak or whatever it can be. I don't regret nothing. Certain things just happen because you need to learn, take from whatever happened. So I don't regret it. But listen, I dated Casper, bro. Okay, the man ghosted me. I had to come up with money that I didn't have. I was in school, so it wasn't like I didn't have it just because I didn't have it. No, like I was in school, and the little job that you get, I have 4 jobs on campus, bro, and that shit still wasn't enough to cover stuff. But like I said, God works in mysterious ways. Okay, I was able to get that account balance back to whatever. I had the $40 to just put back in the account. We closed the account. Everything happened. And like I said, years on the line, they always come back, and by then it's just too late. And like I said, I don't wish no harm, my brother. Even after this, even during this, I never wish no harm, my brother. I just don't understand, like, why does heartache do all of this? Like, but yes, guys, I dated Casper, the friendly ghost, and yeah, that relationship was real deep. That relationship was real deep, minus the friendly part. But yeah, like I said, it is what it is. We gonna flip the hair back because they always come back, and it just feels good to be like, you know what, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. Like I said, I don't wish no harm. And like I said, I definitely did tell sir, like, sir, I am gonna tell the story. Oh, because, alright, so you know me, I always promote my page, whatever case may be. And I guess sir kind of like said that he didn't want to, like, you know, because he knew eventually I would tell a story. And I was like, well, I'm glad that we're on the same page, because eventually I am gonna tell a story. It took me a little minute to tell a story, just because, you know, like I said, and I'm not a salty person. I'm not salty about the situation. Like I said, that shit helped me grow, bro. I never let another. But it is what it is. Like I said, if you like that story time, listen, shout out to Casper, the friendly ghost, because you definitely held it down, man. It was definitely some relatable situations going on with this story and Casper, man, because he definitely was Casper for the show. But that's about it, guys. Like and subscribe, guys. Listen, don't forget to hit that bell. We're in tune. I need us to be on the same page, okay? So thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next video.